Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. This time we're going to be tackling fiber, and more specifically, how it plays into managing diabetes. You guys sent some really cool stuff, a podcast episode on like the role of fiber in a healthy diet in general,
Mhm.
some articles from, let's see, the Mayo Clinic, NIH, and even some info from the CDC. Clearly, y'all are interested in fiber, so let's get to it.
Yeah, I think it's something that we all kind of hear about, but maybe don't fully understand.
Right, like I know I should be eating more of it, but I'm not always sure why, besides, helping things move along, if you know what I mean.
Right, right. It's pretty regular, but there's actually a lot more to it.
Okay, I'm listening.
So, what even is fiber?
Yeah, can we start there?
Sure. So, basically, it's a type of carbohydrate, but your body can't actually digest it fully.
Okay.
So, unlike, say, sugars and starches that break down into glucose and go into your bloodstream,
Right, right.
fiber kind of just travels through your system mostly intact.
So it's like a carb with a purpose.
Yeah, exactly. And along the way, it does some pretty cool things. Now, there are two main types, soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber is the kind that dissolves in water, forms a gel.
Oh, okay.
Think like oatmeal?
Yeah, yeah, you mix it with water and it gets all thick.
Right, exactly. And that gel is important because it slows down how fast sugar gets absorbed into your blood.
So it's like preventing those big sugar spikes after you eat.
You got it. Super helpful for diabetes.
Makes sense.
Now, insoluble fiber, that's the kind that doesn't dissolve.
Okay.
Adds bulk to, well, everything, and keeps things moving along, so to speak.
So soluble fiber is like a thickener, and insoluble is more like a sweeper. I like it.
Haha, yeah, good analogy. And they both play important roles.
Now, you mentioned diabetes. What exactly does fiber do that makes it so great for managing it? The podcast we got, it talked about a bunch of benefits.
Yeah, so like we just discussed, blood sugar control is a big one. That soluble fiber, it really helps keep things stable.
That makes sense.
And another thing is that high fiber foods, they tend to be more filling.
Oh, right, right.
So you stay fuller for longer, which
Yeah.
helps with weight management.
Which is huge for diabetes too, right?
Exactly, it all connected.
So less overeating, fewer cravings for sugary snacks. I could definitely use some help with that.
And speaking of research, the NIH article you sent, it highlighted some studies showing how fiber actually helped people with diabetes lose weight and keep it off.
Wow. So it's a win-win. Got better blood sugar and help with weight. This is making me rethink my snack choices for sure.
It's worth it. And there's more. Fiber is good for your heart, too.
Oh, how so?
The Mayo Clinic article mentioned that it, especially that soluble kind, it can lower your LDL cholesterol.
Bad cholesterol, right?
Right. And since people with diabetes are already at higher risk for heart disease, that's a big deal.
So fiber's like protecting us on multiple fronts here.
Exactly. And we can't forget the gut.
The gut.
Yeah, so fiber acts as what's called a prebiotic.
Mm.
Basically, it feeds the good bacteria in your gut.
I've heard those are important, but I don't really know why.
Well, they do a lot. They affect digestion, your immune system, inflammation, even how sensitive your body is to insulin.
Whoa, seriously. So like a healthier gut could actually help my body use insulin better.
That's the idea, yeah. It's still being researched, but there's more and more evidence for it.
I'm learning so much today.
It's fascinating stuff. Now, all this being said, the American Diabetes Association recommends getting at least 25 to 30 grams of fiber per day.
Yeah, I think I read that. I'm definitely not hitting that though.
Most people don't.
Okay.
But before we get into how to actually eat more fiber, there's one question that comes up a lot. Can you have too much of it?
Oh, yeah, good question. I feel like I've heard that if you go too crazy with fiber too quickly, it can mess with your digestion.
Yeah, that's true. You can get bloating, gas, even constipation if you increase your intake too fast.
So how do you find the right balance?
The key is to go slow. Increase gradually, a few grams per day, and see how you feel.
Slow and steady.
Yep. And drink lots of water.
Right, right.
Fiber absorbs water, so staying hydrated is key for everything to work smoothly.
Gotcha. Now, the SugarQuarter podcast you sent, they talked about fiber supplements too. Are those a good option if you're like really struggling to hit that 25 grams?
They can be in a pinch, but honestly, whole foods are always better.
Like fruits, veggies, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Those foods, they have so many other nutrients that you just don't get in a pill.
It's like comparing a home-cooked meal to a protein bar, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Whole foods give you the whole package. Vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, they all work together.
That makes a lot of sense. So if supplements aren't ideal, what are some good ways to get more fiber from food?
Great question. We can start with breakfast. Instead of that sugary cereal, why not try some oatmeal with berries? or whole grain toast with avocado.
Ooh, I love avocado toast.
There you go. Great way to start your day with a fiber boost.
What about snacks? That's when I tend to make bad decisions.
Haha. Yeah, snacking can be tricky, but it's also a great opportunity to sneak in more fiber. So instead of chips or cookies, what about some raw veggies with hummus? Or air-popped popcorn, a handful of nuts, maybe a piece of fruit?
I do love trail mix. Nuts and seeds have fiber, right?
Absolutely. Plus, healthy fats and protein to keep you full.
Perfect. Now for like lunch and dinner, any tips for getting more fiber in those?
Definitely. One of the easiest things is to add legumes. Beans, lentils, chickpeas, all that good stuff.
Okay.
They are packed with fiber, plus they're a great plant-based protein. You can add them to soups, salads, stews, even veggie burgers.
My grandma makes the best lentil soup. Maybe that's her secret.
Could be. And don't forget about whole grains. Swap out white rice and pasta for the whole grain versions. More fiber, plus they taste better, in my opinion.
Got it. So lots of swapping and adding.
Exactly.
Seems pretty doable, actually.
It is once you get the hang of it. And of course, don't skimp on veggies. Broccoli, spinach, peppers, all those colorful ones. The more variety, the better. Aim to fill half your plate with veggies at every meal.
Right, right. These are all really good tips. But I know sometimes even small changes can feel overwhelming, especially when you're trying to manage blood sugar and keep track of everything you're eating, which is why I'm so glad we have SugarNotes.
Oh, yeah. I love SugarNotes. It's such a helpful tool.
It really is. Our team works so hard on it, and we're really proud of how it's helping people. What are some of your favorite features?
Well, I really like the food logging. I can easily track what I'm eating and see how much fiber I'm getting. It even tells you the soluble versus insoluble amounts, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure it was super informative and easy to use.
And the barcode scanner is a lifesaver at the grocery store.
I know, right? You can just scan something and instantly see the fiber content, along with all the other nutrition info.
So convenient, makes it so much easier to make healthy choices.
Yeah. And you can even see how your blood sugar readings relate to your fiber intake right there in the app.
It's all about understanding how different foods affect you. So cool. Absolutely takes the guesswork out of managing your diabetes. You feel more in control of your diet.
I'm curious, have you personally noticed any difference in your blood sugar since
Yeah.
upping your fiber intake?
Oh, yeah, for sure. My levels are way more stable now. I don't get those crazy spikes and crashes I used to. And my A1C has gotten so much better.
That's awesome to hear. So, wow, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. We learned that fiber is like essential, especially for diabetes. It helps with blood sugar, weight, heart health, even your gut health.
It really is an all-star nutrient and so often overlooked.
That's why we wanted to do this deep dive. Knowledge is power, right?
Exactly. And the good news is making changes doesn't have to be hard. Start simple. Swap out refined grains for whole grains. Choose fruits and veggies over processed snacks. Maybe try having legumes instead of meat a couple times a week.
Those are great suggestions, easy to do.
Yep, small changes can make a big difference.
And hey, if you need some help along the way, we're here for you.
Definitely, SugarNotes is an amazing resource for anyone who's serious about managing their diabetes.
We're so happy to be part of your health journey.
It's amazing to see how people are using it to make real changes.
So true. All right, before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a little challenge. Now that you know why fiber is so important, I want you to go out and explore. Find new high-fiber foods that you actually enjoy eating.
Yeah, make it fun.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be boring or restrictive. There are so many delicious options out there.
You just gotta find what works for you. And remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Start small, add a new food here and there, experiment with different recipes.
Yeah, sustainability is key. Find what you can stick with long-term.
And get creative. Add some berries to your yogurt, sprinkle chia seeds on your salad, try a new lentil dish.
Ooh, now I'm getting hungry.
Me too. And don't forget, track your progress in SugarNotes. See how those fiber choices are affecting your blood sugar and how you feel overall.
It's like having a built-in cheerleader, celebrating every gram of fiber you eat.
Exactly. Everyone needs a cheerleader.
Okay, so there you have it, folks. The rundown on fiber. It's not just about, keeping things moving. It's about taking control of your health, especially for those of you managing diabetes.
It's a simple change, but it can make a huge difference for your blood sugar, your weight, your heart, even your gut.
And the best part is, it's totally doable. A few tweaks here and there, and you're on your way to a healthier you.
And we're here to support you every step of the way. With SugarNotes, you have everything you need to make those healthy choices and see those amazing results.
We are so glad you joined us for this deep dive into the world of fiber. Hopefully you learned some new stuff and you're feeling inspired to make some positive changes.
Every little bit counts.
Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep diving deep.
See you later.